是你的生日，我的中国。清晨我放飞一群白鸽。Today is China's birthday, you know? Honey, today is Chinese National Day. Can you tell our followers something that you first went into China and your feeling?
Oh, whenever I first went to China and my first experience?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Whenever I told my mom that I was going in 2000, at the end of 2022, my mom was like, "Oh my God, are you sure you want to go?"
She was so surprised.
Yes.
That's a very big decision.
Because she always gets worried whenever I fly out of the country. When I got to China, the Chinese food in China does not taste like this stuff that they feed us here. I don't know what this food is here that they feed us. It does not taste that good. Chinese food in China is completely different. Whenever I first got there, we got there late that night, around 10:30 or 11 o'clock, and she says, "Come on, let's go eat." And I said, "Eat? It's late." But it's so convenient that I can go out and eat no matter if it's 10 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning. I can go out and eat anytime, anywhere.
因为他说这么晚了，肯定是没有吃的了，没有餐馆开门了。结果一到了这边，灯火通明 ，many stores, many restaurants open 啊。
Yes, she was afraid that my stomach would get upset from eating the street food, but
我都让他带药来，生怕他拉肚子。They bring you pills.
Yes, I brought pills, medicine, just in case my stomach got upset. But no matter what I eat, my stomach never got upset. And the food, everything smells so good. So I eat everything. Anything they cook, I eat it all. Everything. The black tofu or the stinky tofu was the best.
It's the most famous food in our city.
Yes. I like that. And but I eat everything. And but nothing in China was the way that the media told us that it was. That it was very poor country. That it was unsafe. No one carried a wallet. Everything was paid for by phone through WeChat. Yeah, WeChat and
Alipay.
Yeah, and Alipay. Whenever I got there, I have money. I have plenty of money, but I didn't know how to spend my money. So Mindy, she gave me money and put it in my pocket, just so that I would have money to spend. But even though I had money to spend in my pocket, cash, I didn't know how to spend it. Whenever I did come back, I told my mom and my sister what it was like, and they couldn't believe how it was. When I first was coming, my mom says, "Are you not scared? Or are you not afraid to go to China?" I said, "No, why?" She says, "Are you not afraid that they will capture you and hold you for money?" And I told them, "No, my family has no money. My family has no money. If they capture me and they keep me, they have to at least feed me." So, but when I come back, I told my mom how easy things was and how good the food was. And my hotel room was so nice. And the stuff was nicer. It was nicer, more convenient, easier to pay. And I felt more safe there than I did here where I live. And where Haley went to school, our daughter, where she went to school at, they were going to school on Saturdays and sometimes Sundays.
Chao, that's special for holidays.
And
we don't have this here.
Yeah, we don't have school on Saturdays and Sundays. They barely go 1 month, Mondays through Fridays. There's always a reason why they have to have a day off. But the kids, when they were in school over there, they seemed more behaved. They listened to the teacher. They didn't act mean or they didn't act bad in school. Here, some of the kids act bad, and I think the schools over there are better schools. Here, all the schools have air conditioning and they have heat and everything, but I think that some of the schools over there could be better. Over there, the children over there seem smarter and more educated. Even over here, I do know that some Chinese people, they still send their kids back to China for 6 months to go to school in China for 6 months a year in China.
Really?
Yes. Yes, Vivian, that owns the Chinese restaurant, she sends her sons to China.
That girl hit the bridge?
Yeah.
And the government fixed the bridge?
Yeah, yeah.
Or rebuild the bridge?
Yeah, she sends her kids back to China for 6 months a year, back to the Chinese schools in Beijing.
Oh, okay.
To go to school for 6 months a year. And whenever I told my mom how easy things was over there and how much different it was than what they tell us on the media here, she was very surprised. So when I get ready to go back this third time, that's when I was bringing you here.
That's the third time?
Yeah.
When we go to the embassy?
Yeah. My mom, she had no worries or nothing, but the first time I get ready to go, oh, my mom, she was crying and crying. She acted like she was never going to see me again. I always tell her, don't worry. When I go to visit my mom, she lives 5 hours from my house. When I go to visit my mom and I get ready to leave my mom's house just to come back here, she cries. But Mindy, she is very well educated. She can dance, she can sing. She's very educated. And also, I noticed that with Chinese people that all Chinese people like to save money. I never knew that until I met Mindy. With the last two girls that I was with, they spent a lot of money. I personally, I don't care about money. I can make money. All I want to do is just go to work, make money, come home, and spend my time at home with my family. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, I don't gamble, I don't watch sports, I don't do nothing. I really don't buy nothing much for myself. If I buy anything, I buy tools for my work, that's it. But, so the other two people that I was with before I met Mindy, when they spend money, but when Mindy and me got together, Mindy, her being Chinese, she was already saving money, and then when she was saving money, so then I put my money with hers. So whenever I seen this large amount of money, I don't know what she said, but whenever I seen this large amount of money together, it made me think, wow, we got a lot of money. I like having all this money now. So now every time I go to work and I make money, I will take from these jobs that I get after I pay out all my bills. I will take, quite a bit of money out, and I will give it to my wife, and I'll let my wife manage our money. So my wife manages all the money. So my wife holds all the money, and whatever the money is we have, I don't touch that money. I let my wife handle all the money. And the money that I have in the bank, that's the money I use I take care of all the bills, and I use the rest of the money to run my business. Now, if I have to buy something very expensive for the business, I borrow the money from my wife, buy what I need. Whenever the job is done, I give Mindy the money back and extra money back, and put just a little bit of money back into my bank account. But since me and Mindy has got together, she come to the States here January 31st of 2025. And since she's been here, I've saved a lot of money. If it had not have been for Mindy, I would have spent all this money.
I don't have the big amount of the credit card need you to pay.
Yes.
That's why.
Yes. My last two girls that I was with, they have the credit cards that you can just swipe the credit card and you can buy stuff, but you still have to pay for it at the end of the month. But I don't have no credit cards. I don't have no bills. I don't have nothing. Everything I have is paid for. Anyway, without Mindy, I probably couldn't do it by myself because when I have money in my hand, I like to spend it. I know what to do with money. Spend the money. But if the money's not in my hand, I don't spend it.
The money is jumping in your pocket.
The-
You didn't burn your pocket.
No. If the money is in my pocket, there's a hole in my pocket. Yes, there's a hole in my pocket. If there's money in my pocket, there's a hole in my pocket. But if my wife holds the money, I don't touch it. The only money I touch is what's in the bank, but I know what bills I have to pay. I do use the money that I do have to buy our daughter stuff. And, I bring her stuff home. I put her a big TV in her room. I put a PlayStation 5 in her room. The nicest stuff I can buy for her. She gets treated the exact same way as my own kids do. The first or the second time I went over there, she actually started calling me Dad, and I had no problem with that.
And thank you when you buy stuff for her.
She had a day at school. It's kind of like a Dad's Day or a Father's Day thing at her school in China, and she asked if she could use me as her dad. So all the kids knew that she had American Dad. So I was very happy to hear that. And but I treat her 100% just like she's my own kid, and I will protect her and love her just like she's my own kid. She will get everything she wants, and that's just me. I will make sure she has everything she wants, just like my own kids. I bring her stuff home every day. She tells me thank you. She gives me a kiss on my cheek. My own kids, whenever I would bring them stuff home, no thank you, no I love you, no nothing. They just expect it. To this day now, they don't say thank you. They don't say I love you. My own kids, they don't even call me. They don't text me. They don't video call me. They don't nothing. I call them, a voice or a video call them, everything. I text them, but I don't get no answer. But it's okay. They're just kids. I can't make them call me.
他前面那两个女的花钱太狠了，信用卡经常刷爆。他觉得每个中国女人都很会管钱。我女儿跟她的孩子们比起来，就是比较谦卑吧，没有那么傲慢。她都归结于就是中国的教育把我教育得很好，综合能力很强。然后我呢又把我的女儿教得很好。其实在我看来也不是什么教育好，就是我女儿心里清楚，她毕竟不是亲爸爸，所以呢她会很感激她所做的一切。那人家亲生的孩子当然会觉得他父亲做这些就是理所应当的，就是应该的。
I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at their mom. They're just kids. That's the only way I can look at it. But with Haley, she says thank you and she says I love you without being told. And I do make her listen here at the house. If she makes a mess, I make her clean it up, and I make her keep a clean room. And other than that, that's it. She's a very good kid. And
Today is a good day. Don't talk about the unlucky thing. We talk about, we celebrate
Oh,
the
yeah.
National Day.
oh yes. Oh, anyway, things just going really good. So happy National Day to everyone, and hope everyone has a good day.